Jesus, what is this? This man has ruined the company. I don't know that things are this bad. How will the chairman, the chief executive officer, take this? This is bad. Hello, sir.
Hello, Professor. I received a report that are disturbed by the gross misconduct of Mr. Smart. As the General Manager of Universal Investment.
Yes, sir. Chairman, sir, I have just discovered more facts about Mr. Smart unwholesome practices as the General Manager of this company. I'm seriously disappointed and terribly disturbed.
For how long will you be disturbed about Smart? Don't bother yourself about him. I have rejected him from being the General Manager in my company in UK.
Sir, I think he can change. As a matter of fact, my intention was to see him and point his attention to his shortcomings and correct him.
No, I don't want him again. I have found a replacement for him and that settles it. Go to the house of Mr. Smith. I have chosen one of his sons to take over as the General Manager of Universal Investment. When you get there, I'll reveal my exact choice to you.
Yes, sir, your wish is always my command. But sir, my fear is that if Mr. Smart hears that I've come to screen another person, he's going to kill me.
Oh, that is taken care of since in your capacity as the consultant, you normally go on routine visit to monitor my companies around the region. Tell him you're on one such visit. Whatever you do during the visit is your business. Is that okay?
Very okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Have your seat. Actually, I hope I heard you correctly, sir. Because you said your chairman CEO of Universal Investment instructed you to come to my house.
Yes.
To come and select one of my sons to take over as the next general manager of his company here in UK.
Yes.
This is a big honor. What have I done to deserve him?
Only the CEO can answer that question. Time is not on my side. Please invite all your sons to meet me in my private quarters for the screening exercise tomorrow morning.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
I'll surely do that. Thank you, sir.
Oh, darling, you said you want to see me.
Yes, dear. One of your workers confided in me that a terrible news is currently spreading like a wildfire in the company.
What news?
The news is about you. Some people are complaining about your style of leadership. They said.
They said what? Speak on. I know they are not your words, they are the words of my detractors, they are the words of my enemies. Go on. Tell me, what did they say?
They said you are high-handed, stubborn and arrogant.
What else did they say?
They said since you took over the leadership of Universal Investment, the fortune of the company has nosedived. Because corruption is now the order of the day.
They said that.
Yes, dear.
What else did they say?
They said you've introduced witchcraft, idolatry and other fetish practice into the day-to-day running of the company. They said, you more of a witch doctor than a general manager.
Okay, is that all?
My dear, they said more, but I don't want to go into all they said. I just want to beg you, please be careful. Watch your steps.
There's nothing to watch here. Yes, there's nothing. I know what they want me to fall. They will wait forever, because I will not fall. They are the ones who will fall, they are the ones who will crumble. Can you imagine that nonsense? Just because I don't take any rubbish from anybody. They now say I am high-handed, arrogant and stubborn. They've seen anything. I am the general manager of Universal Investment. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. Yes, I attained this position by merit. I worked hard to get to the top and nobody can bring me down.
My dear.
You see, the chairman CEO who placed me here is pleased with me. And he has no plan to replace or remove me. If anyone thinks otherwise, then let him go to hell. They even said there's corruption in the company. Is it their business if I give what I have to get what I need? They said I'm fetish. For heaven's sake, what is wrong in traditional, comprehensive insurance to secure myself, my family and the company? Oh, for heaven's sake. So that's what the fools calls idolatry and fetish practices. And I am going to deal with them.
My dear, please take it easy.
I won't take it easy, because they are not taking it easy with me. I, Smart, will show them the stuff I'm made of. I'll make the company very hot for them today.
Take it easy now, please.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, can I meet you?
Yes, sir. I am Dr. Charles Smith. I have a PhD in organic and inorganic managerial studies. I have over 20 years' experience as a certified management consultant. I served on the board of Public Asset Management League for 15 years. before setting up my own public administration firm, known as Smith C. Conglomerate. Other information about me are contained in my CV.
Excuse me, please.
No problem, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Professor.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have before me Dr. Charles. First have both seen and heard him. I have also gone through his CV. Sir, surely, he's the right man for the job.
No, he's not my choice. What impresses you does not impress me, because I can see what you cannot see. You've been deceived by his countenance and appearance. I don't need him, let him go.
It's okay, thank you, sir. The chairman says he does not need you.
He doesn't need me, why? But, sir, you've not even completely gone through my CV.
I'm sorry, the chairman has spoken and that settles it.
But my qualifications, my years of experience, all these things.
I'm sorry, please, gentlemen. Please can you bring in the next person? Good day, sir. Good day. Please sit down. Please introduce yourself and let me know what you have to offer. Thank you. I am Chief Joel Smith. I hold a master degree in business administration. I am the most successful businessman in the land. I am a reputable, multinational, trans-border, importer and exporter. I have international connections that span all the continent on the earth. I believe my wealth experience as a rebus businessman will come in handy if, oh no, I mean, when I am appointed as the next general manager of Universal Investment. You will see all in my CV. Okay, excuse me, please. All right. Hello, sir.
Hello, Professor. Don't bother yourself about Joel, he's not my choice. Let him go.
Okay, sir. I'm afraid the chairman, chief executive officer says you're not his choice. Incredible. Why am I not his choice? I mean, what exactly does he want that I don't have? I'm sorry. The chairman says you are not qualified. What do you mean by that? What? The chairman said I'm not qualified, or you said it. With all these, please bring in the next person.
Please subscribe to this channel.
You're welcome. Yes, can I meet you?
I am Joshua Smith, a barrister at law, a legal luminary of international repute. As a matter of fact, I'm a senior advocate in the state. My wealth experience as a legal practitioner positions me at the pinnacle of my profession.
Please excuse me. Hello, sir.
Don't waste your time on Joshua, he's not qualified, let him go.
But, sir, I have not even listened to him.
You don't need to listen to him, I know him. He is not who I need, let him go.
Yes, sir, it's okay, sir, thank you, sir. I'm sorry. The chairman says you are not qualified.
I'm not qualified.
Yes.
It seems you people don't know my worth. In my 2 decades of practice, I have never lost a case. People who know me know that I'm an eagle. I don't perch with chickens. No problem, but I need something from you. Why am I not qualified? Tell me.
I'm sorry, please bring in the next person. Send an emergency memo around now. Tell all members of staffs of Universal Investment to assemble in the mini conference hall. I want to see them right away. Will you shut up? What do you mean some of them are out on official assignment? Wherever they are, just reach them. I want them to assemble in the mini conference hall in the next 15 minutes. Yes, I want to see them in the next 15 minutes. I'm going to talk sense to their dumb heads this morning. They must produce those people who are spreading rubbish about my leadership style. Otherwise, they are going to face severe sanction. Mr. Smith, the chairman has rejected all the young men you presented to me.
But Professor, you specifically told me that the chairman said one of my sons will become the next general manager.
Yes, he did. I heard him clearly and believe him absolutely.
Then why did you reject the 7 of them? Why?
I didn't, the chairman did.
Okay, in any case, can I represent him? So that you can carefully look them again.
No, that won't be necessary because the chairman knows exactly what he is looking for. He has rejected them, so it means it cannot be any one of them. By the way, are these all your sons?
Yes, except for the youngest one, that one is on the farmland. He is taking care of the sheep, even then he cannot be the one. Sir, the man we are looking for is right here. Let me invite him for another round of screening.
No, I don't need to see them again. Send for the one on the farm. I must see him immediately, and please make it fast. Because I will not sit down until you bring him here.
You see, the boy we are talking about is my last born. He's a tiny small boy. He didn't even go to school because I couldn't afford to send him to school.
How do you mean? You couldn't afford to send him to school. But all his elder brother are well-to-do. Why didn't they train him?
They said he cannot do academically, that he is hopeless and useless. I agree with them. If you see that boy, you would know that he cannot the one. He doesn't look anything like a manager, not to talk of general manager. The only things he can manage are animals.
It's okay, just bring him.
When you see him, you'll understand what I mean.
Just invite him.
Sir, you've been standing for a long while, please sit down.
No, I won't, not until I have located the choice of the chairman.
Sir, this is what I was trying to say. The boy did not go to school. He doesn't have a single certificate. In fact, he has no human relationship skill at all, because he has been living on the farm with animals. Do you think such person can be CEO's choice?
I don't know, let him come first.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my young man.
Professor, this is the boy. His name is David. Can you see what I have been telling you? Father, is anything the matter? Sir, I hope all is well.
Please, excuse me. Hello, sir.
Hello, this is the man after my heart.
But sir, how did you know he is here?
The CCTV.
Oh, that's true, I forgot.
He is my choice.
But chairman sir, your choice for what?
My choice to take over from Smart as the next general manager of Universal Investment.
But sir, I have not even asked him a single question.
No need for that, he has already answered all the questions you have not asked. He is my choice. Fill his name into the appointment letter and give it to him right now, only do not fill in the date of assumption of duty yet. Tell him that will be done later.
Okay sir, thank you so much sir.
Please subscribe to this channel.
Mr. Smith, I'm happy to announce to you that the chairman, chief executive officer, has made his choice. Your son, David Smith, is the man for the job. Mr. David, the chairman, chief executive officer, has chosen you to take over as the general manager of Universal Investment. Here is your appointment letter, you'll find your job description in it. Your effective takeover date will be communicated to you due course. I hope you will justify the trust that the chairman CEO has in you. Mr. Smith, thank you for your time and cooperation.
You're welcome, sir. Father, I am confused. What is this? Son, I am as confused as you are. In any case, this is what happens when divinity meet humanity. Obstacles give way for miracle.
Yes, who are you and what can I do for you?
I am Dr. Charles. These are my brothers, we are the sons of Mr. Smith. We are here to one Mr. Ernest.
What do you want to see him for?
We need his help.
Who directed you here?
1. Mr. Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. I know him.
Good. Are you Mr. Ernest?
What can I do for you?
Thank you. We need your self-assistance. There's a man who's trying to deprive us of our right, we want him dead. The person who directed us here told us that you can in this regard.
Yes, that's my job. Who's the man and what did he do?
Well, let me start with what he did. The three of us paid our bills to attain exalted position in a multinational company. But the power that we refused us, they denied us without any doubt. We are well qualified. In fact, we are more than qualified for the exalted position. Instead of appointing one of us to occupy the position, the consultant turned round to give the position to an uneducated non-entity. We later learned that he has bribed him with a huge amount of money to manipulate his choice. We want him dead. We are ready to pay you anything. Just name your price.
Who exactly do you want to kill? The person that was chosen or the person chose him?
The consultant who chose him.
What's his name?
Professor Stephen.
Professor Stephen.
Yes, you know him.
Very well, he's the chief consultant for Universal Investment.
Yes, that will make the job easy and faster.
Sorry, he's untouchable.
How do you mean?
The chairman, chief executive officer of Universal Investment, is a very powerful person. He has assigned a highly intelligent squad secret agents to protect Professor Stephen. He cannot be touched. I won't be surprised if the chairman is already aware of your plan to have the professor killed. Because the man is just intelligent and powerful. I advise you to seek justice through another means. Please count me out. Get out of this place.
So, gentlemen, what exactly do you want me to do?
As I was saying, the man cheated us, so we want you as a renowned journalist and blogger to run a report. To tarnish his image in your daily newspaper. And your popular online blog.
Sorry, how do you mean?
I mean, just cook up a big scandal to spoil his name. More importantly, we want people to see his choice of that man as a product of manipulation and corruption. We want his choice to be rejected by the populace, so as to place a way for one of us. Please, take this.
What is this?
Money, from all of us. This is just to mobilize you for the job. We are going to pay you 5 times this amount after the job is done.
I'm sorry, we don't do this kind of job here. Our media house is one which is founded on integrity, transparency and dignity. We can never be manipulated to compromise on our professional ethics on the altar of material gains. Besides, Professor Stephen, whose name you want to drag in the mud, is a man who is above reproach. Well, if you like, you can search from today to eternity, you won't find any skeleton in his cupboard. Gentlemen, I advise you to stop this goose chase and allow fairness to prevail. And I believe CEO actually directed Professor Stephen to choose somebody. Other than the three of you, let his choice stand. Please, gentlemen, excuse me.
What shall we do now?
I think we should just accept the journalist advice, let us allow fairness to prevail.
No, that cannot be. We have to fight that professor to a standstill. If the people we approached to help us have all proven to be unhelpful, I think it's high time we resorted to a legal battle. I am a world-acclaimed lawyer, I know my right and I'll never allow my right to be trampled up by anybody. I'll take Professor to the Public Compliant Tribunal, I'll sue him for extortion, contortion, distortion, manipulation, and disruption of due process. Watch me.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Professor.
Sir, I received a tribunal summon from the three eldest sons of Mr. Smith. They are challenging the choice of Mr. David as the next general manager to take over from Mr. Smart.
That's okay, do your best to persuade them to drop the case. However, if they insist on proceeding with the case, go ahead. Appear at the tribunal, you don't any problem whatsoever, the judge knows what to do. The matter will be resolved once and for all.
Okay, sir, thank you so much, sir. Bye, sir.
This is not possible.
It is not possible.
Hold it. My children, we don't have to go violent on this matter. The chief executive officer was the one who asked Professor to select David. By the way, your other brothers who were rejected along with the three of you have since accepted the fate. They are not fighting, you are doing.
Yes, they are not fighting because they know they are not qualified for the post. We are more qualified than David. We are fighting for our right.
Now, come to think of it, David, who was eventually chosen, is your brother, I mean, your blood brother. That means the honor still belong to our family.
That's not the issue here. Our bone of contention is that David cannot be a worthy ambassador of this great family. He is too young. He does not have what it takes to occupy such an exalted position.
Well, I believe the CEO knows what he's looking for and what he wants. The CEO knows exactly what he wants in his next general manager. He must have found those qualities in David.
What qualities did he find in David that are not found in us? By way, what qualities could he have found in David? David is not educated, he's not enlightened, he's not exposed, he's experienced, he's not eloquent.
Oh, good afternoon, Professor Stephen.
Good day, Mr. Smith and my dear gentlemen. Agreed, David is not educated, experienced, eloquent, and what did you say? But he's the man after the chairman's heart.
Oh, you overheard him.
I did. I received your tribunal summon. You are contesting the choice of your brother, David, as the next general manager of Universal Investment. My dear young men, David is the choice of the chief executive officer. Why don't you allow a superior decision to stand?
Which superior decision?
The decision of the chairman, chief executive officer.
No, we are more qualified than David. The chairman could not have chosen him above any of us. In any case, we don't have to argue with you over this. Meet us at the tribunal and let us see how you will prove to the whole world that David is the right person for the job, and that the chairman actually directed you to choose him. Excuse us.
Sir, I'm indeed very sorry for my son's right behavior.
That's all right, it's okay. Where's David?
He's on the farm. I told to stop going to the farm, since he's now the general manager in waiting. He objected, arguing that since he's yet to assume duty as a general manager, it is proper for him to remain at his duty post until his appointed time comes.
What a wise young man. That's good of him.
Thank you, sir.
Please tell him to join us at tribunal sitting tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
For a while now, this public compliant tribunal has been hearing the suit jointly filed by Barrister Joshua, Dr. Charles and Chief Joel, challenging the choice of David Smith as the next general manager of the Universal Investment, after listening to the submission of the aforementioned plaintiffs and that of defendant Professor Stephen. This tribunal sought the opinion of the chairman, chief executive officer of the company, to know if David Smith is actually his choice, and if so, why did he choose David? And by implication, why did he reject others? To prove this, the chairman directed that the 4 individuals be subjected to a test known as spiritual heart diagnosis to determine the condition of their spiritual heart. For this reason, the 4 of them were asked to proceed to Truth Spiritual Diagnostic Center, where the renowned cardiologist, Dr. Mary, carried out the needed test in their hearts to determine their suitability of unsuitability for service in Universal Investment. Dr. Mary, is present at this tribunal sitting today to declare the result carried out to this honorable tribunal. Yes, Doctor, over to you.
Thank you, sir. Well, I have with the result of the spiritual heart diagnosis carried out on the 4 candidates. What I actually did was to place each person's spiritual heart on the X-ray of the Word of God. I'll now interpret the state of each person's heart to this tribunal. Dr. Charles, the result of Dr. Charles reveals that he is suffering from a genetic spiritual disease, GSD. Known as enviopathy, the symptom of this disease is acute envy. And when left untreated can lead to bitterness and malice. From what we can see here, bitterness and malice have eaten very deep into the heart of Dr. Charles. With this condition, he cannot be of any use in the chairman's kingdom. Thank you. This is the result carried out on Chief Joel's heart. This result reveals that Chief Joel's heart is also not in good condition. His own problem is chronic angina pectoris, another name for his uncontrolled anger. This heart condition, which manifests from pain radiating from the heart to other part of man's spiritual anatomy. His heart has been severely deformed by hatred, wrath, strife, malice and unforgiveness. On a close study of inner lining of his heart, I discovered that the muscle has been destroyed by unforgiveness. With this condition, he also cannot be of any use in the chairman's company. Thank you. This is the result of Barrister Joshua. Barrister Joshua has a heart problem which originated from his head. Actually, his brain transferred some negative frequencies to his heart which led to a spiritual condition known as predogenetic arrogantiousness, simply known as pride and arrogance. When a man suffer from this condition, he think knows more than others. Barrister Joshua is always full of himself. He sees himself as being better than others. He lacks courtesy, he talks to people anyhow, in short, he's arrogant. Without any doubt that's why the chairman rejected him. Thank you. Yes. This is the result of Mr. David. This result shows that Mr. David's spiritual heart is in a perfect condition. The heart is very healthy, it is full of joy, love, peace, gentleness, long-suffering, humility, faith, goodness, temperance and other good virtue. Obviously, these are the things that the chairman saw that influenced his choice of Mr. David as the next general manager of Universal Investment. That's all I have to say. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Mary. According to the Constitution of the Kingdom, Article Psalm, Section 24, subsection 3, 4 and 5, which says, "Who shall rise in universal investment or stand in the high place? He that has clean hands and pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul unto vanity nor sworn deceitfully. He shall receive the blessing of the chairman and promotion from his office." In line with this provision of an Constitution and from the submission of Dr. Mary, it has now been proven beyond every doubt that the chairman, Chief Executive Officer Chu Mr. David, to be the next general manager of Universal Investment because his heart is right. On the other hand, he rejected you, Dr. Charles, Chief Joel and Barrister Joshua, because your spiritual heart are diseased, deformed and detested. This tribunal hereby advises the 3 of you, and others whose heart are not right, to go for a comprehensive spiritual attention to have your heart thoroughly reformed. Otherwise, you'll continue to miss out in the benefits of the kingdom. If your heart are not right, breakthroughs will continue to elude you, promotion will continue to desert you. Prophecies will remain unfulfilled. In short, your prayers will never receive answers. I encourage you to do the needful. Cry out to the Chief Executive Officer of the Universal Investment to create in you a new heart. Mr. David Smith, I hereby declare you the legally appointed General Manager of Universal Investment. No one should trouble you. Anyone who does will face the full wrath of the law. I rise.
Please subscribe to this channel.